said there was a potential for a weak link on my team. The huggable, the high-fiving Bailey. Bailey, your captain would like to address you. Okay, that means you come out here.
How dare Bailey keep the queen waiting?
Well, Charlotte's gonna get her wish.
How dare the queen call Bailey the weak link? Bailey, hard-fought victory over Dana Brooke last night at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event. Byron, you're out here with your pajamas. Bailey with her Arrested Development. I bet the two of you had the time of your lives trick-or-treating in the broad daylight today.
Unlimited Twizzlers. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, well, I don't really know why you called me out here, but I'm actually glad that you did, Charlotte. Last night, it's not about me right now, guys, because last night, you and Sasha, what you guys did inside Hell in a Cell, it gave me goosebumps, and it really, it made me emotional watching it, seriously, because when we were in NXT, the thought of competing at that level was just a dream. And you two made it reality. So I know I didn't expect to come out here to say this in front of everybody, and I just want to say congratulations on winning the Women's Championship.
I would say thank you, but while you're dreaming of all of this, I'm achieving all of this.
Charlotte, I've known you for years now, and it's clear that success has gone straight to your head, because you've just become the biggest jerk. And I will never want to be a champion like you.
You will never be a champion like me because you will never be me. When are you going to realize that this isn't NXT anymore? You know, when I look at you, I don't know if I see a competitor or a glorified fan wearing a Halloween costume. You know, your team is only as strong as its weakest link. So let's see how strong you are when you face our Survivor Series teammates.
Okay, Charlotte, I think I speak for everybody here when I say we are tired of listening to you talk. Now let me guess. You want to put me in a match? You want to put me in another match with Dana Brooke? And it's obvious you're in your own world here, queen. But last night, I don't know if you saw, but I beat your little protege.
Yes, you think that's so funny, don't you, Bailey? Oh, you're not actually going to face my protege, Dana. Your opponent is actually...
Oh no. Well played, Queen. This is bad news for Bailey. The dominating and dangerous Nia Jax. Bayley's concerned, and she should be. It's Bayley versus Nia. And it's live next on Raw. Back live on Monday Night Raw. We are joined at the announce desk here by the women's champion, Charlotte Dana Brooke, her protege. But congratulations, Charlotte, on becoming a three-time champion and making history last night inside Hell in a Cell.
Thank you, Cole. Are you surprised?
Well, it was an honor to be able to call that matchup last night as we get underway with action with Bayley and Nia Jax. And Charlotte, here's my question for you. Why this bad blood between you and Bayley? I mean, you spent so much of your career as Bayley's friend coming up in NXT over the years.
I don't look at it as bad blood. I'm trying to smarten her up.
And smarten her up how?
This is Raw. This is the big leagues. This is not NXT. She's naive.
Would you two stop? This isn't the Inquisition of the Queen. Charlotte, I would just like to take this opportunity to say that Bayley doesn't speak for me. I personally could listen to you speak all night.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
And look at Bayley working on the left arm of Nia Jax, and the powerful Nia Jax trying to create some separation here, but Bayley Byron doing a great job.
Yeah, this is just, to your point here, Charlotte. Bayley has proven she's able to adjust to competition here on Raw, that she understands this isn't NXT anymore, and she has raised her game.
I think Bayley is great, but she has to be better.
Oh, Nia missed with the attempted clothesline, and there's the quickness of Bayley, but now the power of Nia Jax and a shoulder breaker.
Two useless shoulders after that one.
Yeah, you see the right shoulder already taped up. Dana Brooke did damage to that a few weeks ago and continued last night, and now Nia with the shoulder breaker to the other side.
Watch this again, the strength and power of Nia Jax. Hey, last night we saw a really gutsy performance from Bayley with a bad shoulder, who was able to defeat your protege.
I just want to make sure my team doesn't have a weak link.
Oh, wow, what a peel by Nia Jax. Nia and Bayley.
And she's definitely not a weak link. Look at Nia's size. Yes.
Nia and Bayley, of course, had a history with one another back at NXT, and Nia now going to annihilate.
I mean, I got to say, there's a very real possibility, Charlotte, that the weakest link in your team could be downright broken after this match.
That's fair to say.
Boy, if Nia Jax were trick-or-treating at my door, I'd turn my porch light off.
And Bayley looking to fight back, and we talked a lot about the heart and guts of this young lady, Bayley.
It takes more than heart and guts. You saw Hell in a Cell last night.
Yeah, but you guys had heart and guts, Charlotte.
But it takes more than that.
And look at Bayley trying to, and whipped into the corner by Nia.
Well, I think, to Michael's point, it's just that never say die attitude that Bayley has, that you're going to need when you're competing against SmackDown Live. You need someone in there who's not going to quit, who's not going to stop fighting.
Listen, Saxton, I'm not.
Bear hug.
Listen, Charlotte, Saxton exists in the same imaginary world that Bayley does, where everything is happy and everyone gets what they want out of life, and it's like a fairy tale.
I mean, you see what he's wearing?
Yeah,
I don't know who looks more ridiculous, Bayley or Saxton. I mean, what are you wearing?
They're called Little Sax Jimmys.
You should be embarrassed. You should absolutely be mortified with yourself, Saxton. We've got the Raw Women's Champion at the table. You're wearing footy pajamas, and you can't even formulate a reasonable fight.
And meanwhile, Nia Jax is looking to take out Bayley here, but Bayley fighting back. Elbows to the side of the head of Nia.
Ragdolling Bayley, and to your point, Charlotte, look, it gives us a huge advantage here on Raw to have Nia Jax on our team.
Yeah, but I also think having Bayley on the team is good. Look at Bayley. Bayley trying to take out Nia.
Bayley looking for the guillotine.
And Nia driving Bayley into the corner. I know if I was captain, I'd want the heart and guts of someone like Bayley, who again goes in the guillotine on Nia Jax. Looking to take out the Nia Jax here.
No, look at the power.
And Bayley lands on her feet. Kick right to the hamstring and the back of the leg now.
I'm talking about Bayley's always looking for an opening, always looking for some way to turn the match around.
Drop kick, Nia stunned. Bayley with another drop kick. Not having much effect on Nia, but perhaps this one will. Nia down to one knee.
There we go, Bayley.
Bayley for a huge victory here. A running bulldog.
Oh, come on, Charlotte, you got to be impressed.
Yes.
And Bayley again, shoulder to Nia Jax.
Byron, going forward, if you have anything you'd like to say to Charlotte, please relay it to me.
No! I think Nia just did her target.
Yeah, look what you just caused. You jinxed her. You just jinxed Bayley.
That was your fault, Byron.
I highly doubt that, but okay.
And Nia with a, looked like she was going for the leg drop, but not there.
Nia is not finished.
I think she wants to punish Bayley some more.
Oh, no, no, no.
And Bayley quickly back to her feet. And Bayley, Nia looking for the belly to belly from the ropes, but a head by Nia, and a dumping Bayley over the top rope, and she may have hurt her leg.
Bayley came down rough on the right knee. It was a long fall from the top rope to the floor.
She'll need tape on her knee now.
Nia Jax on the prowl.
Dangerous situation here.
Oh my goodness!
And Nia smells blood. Nia Jax just so impressive. Tremendous athlete.
You guys have been waxing poetic about the heart and soul of Bayley, but when you've got someone with raw power and dominating machine like Nia Jax on your team, you don't need to worry about heart and soul.
And just like that, Nia takes out a game Bayley.
Here is your winner, Nia Jax.
I mean, she really gave it her heart and soul.
Bayley did. Very, very sarcastic of you to say that. God, I love it.
What? Don't look at me like that.
Byron, is there any way you could just relocate to, I don't know, the next state over and let Charlotte sit here at ringside?
I don't know
with
if the next state would let him in that outfit.
Of Nia Jax, a tremendous feel to Bayley, sending her halfway across the ring.
Terrifying power. Charlotte, you've got to be excited to have this power on your team come Survivor Series.
I am.
Well, SmackDown Live better be watching this carefully. Who on SmackDown Live is going to match up with the likes of Nia Jax?
Unless they find a wrecking ball like Nia Jax, I think you can always put this one in the books already.
Yeah, Nia Jax will definitely run through anything and anyone with a heartbeat.
Well, we talked about Charlotte's success inside Hell in a Cell last night. But the first of the 3 main events inside Hell in a Cell were for the United States Championship between Rusev and Roman Reigns. And guys, this match lived up to its billing. And both men would use the structure known as Hell in a Cell.
Use it. I think there were several points during the match where we thought Reigns and Rusev might actually destroy the cell structure itself. Unbelievable physicality from both superstars just to be called United States champions.
Yeah, the steel steps have come into play throughout the rivalry. And look at this, the accolade with the chain, but somehow Roman Reigns would power out.
Yeah, that fighting spirit of Roman Reigns delivering a Samoan drop onto those steel steps. And how about this? This Samoan drop, a massive spear off the steel steps onto Rusev.
Yeah, a spear that would allow Roman Reigns to retain his United States Championship inside Hell in a Cell.
Well, less than 24 hours removed from that grueling battle, the United States Champion will be in action tonight against the best friend of the WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. Of course, I'm talking about Chris Jericho, one-on-one tonight.
Well, I guess you can call them our most dysfunctional tag team here on Raw. After competing in a battle royal, Cesaro and Sheamus have got to coexist as a tag team. Next, live on Raw.
And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. Happy Halloween! Well, Sheamus isn't going to like this interruption. Another entrance bomb after what happened earlier on tonight. Yeah, they are teammates.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, the team of Sheamus and Cesaro.
Well, these teammates were part of the Battle Royal earlier on tonight to determine who's going to be on the Raw team for Survivor Series. And, well, this is what happened. First, the handshake as they were working together. Sheamus guys looked to eliminate Cesaro, but Cesaro eliminated his partner.
Hey, it was every man for himself. Cesaro and Sheamus are tag team partners second, but competitors first. Unfortunately for Cesaro, he took his eyes off the abominable Strowman.
Yeah, the man who would go on to win the Battle Royal, Braun Strowman, and then the argument would continue outside the ring. But the one thing we have learned about Cesaro and Sheamus, when the bell rings, they've been functioning very well as a tag team. Remember, they beat the tag team champions last night, the New Day, at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event via disqualification. So the New Day retained the titles.
Their opponent from San Juan, Puerto Rico, at a combined weight of 440 pounds, Primo and Ético, the Shining Star.
So, Corey, did you buy your mom that timeshare?
Well, they were sold out. That's what they told me. They said they got me on a waiting list. Eventually, I'll get the best suite they have available sometime in 2018.
I was reading the brochure. It's pretty impressive.
A beautiful brochure. I think, in my opinion, what Sheamus and Cesaro really need is maybe a team-building weekend. Head to the Shining Star Resort in Puerto Rico. They can play high-a-lie. They can get hot stone massages. It's a fantastic place.
And here we go from behind. Primo looking to put Sheamus away and take advantage of the arguing, and a kick out by Sheamus.
I'd rather enjoy a 24-hour session of hopscotch.
No one cares what you enjoy, Saxton. You're wearing footy pajamas.
I love that idea, though, Corey, of them going on the retreat to the Shining Star Resort.
I'm telling you, that's what they need.
And look at Sheamus into the corner. The rolling senton to Primo. Cesaro made a tag. He's legal. And again, working well as a team once the bell rings. Kick out by Primo. And we talked about this last night. The sky's the limit for Cesaro and Sheamus. They could be one of the great tag teams if they could just get along.
Well, back to words of Mick Foley, you can change the face of tag team wrestling.
If somehow, some way, Sheamus and Cesaro's team can become greater than the sum of its parts, that would be impressive. That would be almost unstoppable.
Always trying to one-up one another. Sheamus looked very upset that the WWE fans were chanting for the swing. Ooh. Epico paid for it, knocked off the apron. Primo, though, with a drop kick.
You know who doesn't have tag team continuity problems? Primo and Epico. You know why? Because they're cousins, they're Puerto Rican. And have you guys ever smelled a hibiscus flower? It's amazing. It puts you in a good mood instantly. I could almost stand to be next to Byron for more than 3 hours if I had a bouquet.
That's not nice. I do know that they've tried to pawn fake watches off on Golden Truth and Mark Henry.
Tell you what, Primo and Epico told me there's going to be a blizzard outside. I'd wear a tank top, shorts, and flip-flops.
Because you're an idiot.
No, I don't trust me.
Ooh. Primo taking control of this matchup. Corey's point, you don't have to trust them, but they're one heck of a tag team.
Yeah, they are.
Victory here tonight would really perhaps put them in line for a tag team title opportunity down the road.
Defeat the team that just defeated the current reigning Raw Tag Team Champions. That throws your hat right in the conversation.
Hey, I'll tell you the best news I heard all night is the fact that New Day, the Tag Team Champions, are going to be the captains of the tag team for Monday Night Raw. That's going to take on the SmackDown Live tag team in that traditional Survivor Series matchup.
Best step forward, have the tag team champions leading the charge. We're already in good hands.
SmackDown Live having qualifying matches on Tuesday nights to determine who's going to represent their tag teams. I'm just wondering what Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan are thinking about tonight. Oh, they saw the likes of Nia Jax, part of the women's team for Raw. Braun Strowman going to be part of the Raw team.
I'd venture to say getting a little bit antsy, a little nervous, concerned about their chances at Survivor Series.
Tag was made. Unbelievable tag team.
Double team.
Primo and Epico not just on the same page, they're in the same sentence.
Putting on a clinic.
Well, here's the thing, too. If you're the Shining Stars, like, you know that Cesaro and Sheamus are a threat, but you know they can combust at any time, which places the advantage in your corner.
You also know that Sheamus and Cesaro have both already competed once tonight.
Tag. Sheamus legal, Epico legal. And the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus taking out everybody. Trying to hang on as Epico, 10 beats of the Baron.
My chest hurt watching.
Now Sheamus and Cesaro, two of the most physical men in WWE. And Sheamus, however, can also make a man tap out with a clover leaf, which he's trying to do here. Cesaro cutting off Primo with the uppercut.
Intercepted.
Clover leaf locked in by Sheamus. Epico's got nowhere to go, and he's got to tap out.
Here are your winners, Cesaro and Sheamus.
And despite their problems earlier on tonight in the Battle Royal, another successful tag team outing by Sheamus and Cesaro.
When you've got Cesaro roaming the perimeter, it's like having the best anti-missile defense system in the world. Take a look at this. Primo through the skies right into this.
Cesaro saving his tag team partner, Sheamus.
Beautiful uppercut.
Amazingly, these two prove it, you know. They can really click when it matters. When they need to, they're not.
You should have known.
Hey. Look, those haunted houses are no joke. I got chased by a zombie wielding a chainsaw one time, all right?
I was also told by somebody I trust very much that you were terrified by a sudden jet of air This was after you crashed their group that you weren't invited to.
That's just a rumor.
Well, nonetheless, it's been a great Halloween edition of Monday Night Raw. We had a lot of serious issues as well, including earlier tonight when the United States champion Roman Reigns confronted both Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
I'm sure you probably can't compete tonight, Roman, because you're probably too sore.